things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a conference rival from the American, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia. Syracuse will kick off and will be underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Pittsburgh's offense will go to work first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The sure hands, it's Holmes. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense for the first time. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Syracuse will send out the punt team. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. The Orange will have to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Williams. Guys, let's talk for just a second about Pittsburgh. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. Bring in the heat. Pulls it in. It's Reed. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Pitt will line up to punt it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. He'll start this drive firing. With the catch, it's Nixon. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Gill. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Kick is in the air. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Williams. They'll immediately call timeout. The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Hicks. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the 1st down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's complete. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Had to get rid of it quickly. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just threw that one way too far. 3rd and goal where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. And that is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun 1st half between these rivals. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect 1st half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the Panthers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Off play action on first down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Willis. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Holmes. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Off play action. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Hit right back to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The snap sets up to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Defense, defense, defense. No one is giving an inch, and the stats bear that out after 3. It's easy to think back to 2014, Wake Forest, Virginia Tech, the last time we had a game go into overtime as a scoreless tie. Let's see if that's the way this one goes as we start the fourth.
Well, it's a simple design there, guys. Just RPO. QB gets it out of his hands quickly, trying to attack the left side there in the flat. They're just not able to come up with it.
He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Good right down the boulevard. At long last, there are points on the board. It's 3-0 here in the fourth quarter.
And that might be all it takes, fellas. This has been a defensive war and struggle all game long. That field goal in the fourth quarter might be what ends this thing. The newspapers tomorrow are going to say 3-0. How crazy is that?
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. From the gun, running back gets to give. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Cook. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Quickly to the tight end.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Gill. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got his man across the middle. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle. It's Cook. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker, it's Gill. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Ross Simmons. Touchdown, Cuse! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride. Gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Back to pass, it's Holstein. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Holmes. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Wants to pass, the clock an enemy. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Timeout called by the offense, clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Not much of a chance there, he just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Blasted as he lets it go.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat.